Today we're going to go over a ton of insane plays that you can do in solo queue to top frag, win more games, and rank up. For those who don't know me, I'm Louis, a 3000 elo player on FaceIt. I play internationally with Team USA, and I've hit the #1 rank in Premier. We'll start with solo plays for the T side, starting with A, then going to B, then we'll jump over to the CT side and follow the same order of A and then B. I've included timestamps down below, so you can skip ahead or revisit any section you like, and if any of these tips help you, smash the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. First, let's start with all the solo plays you can do while attacking A. So nothing much has changed in Ivy on the new train, but the lineups have changed, which you guys need to know, because if you are solo queued and you need to take Ivy or apply pressure for your team, it's important to know these lineups. So at a spawn, you want to cross Ivy into this back corner right here, and in order to throw the left side Ivy smoke, which is important so we can isolate the right side, so you're just gonna aim right below this metal box and just run through this smoke. I usually release when I'm about to cross this little part right here. You're gonna see the smoke is going to block off the left side of Ivy. Now this smoke is very important so we can isolate the right side, and then once that is in the air, you can just bank a flash off like this, and you can peek and then do whatever you need to do. You can walk up into this cubby if you need to, or maybe you want to throw a molly like this and then start to fight these deeper lines. Now you can also take outside a lot slower with minimal smokes, and I know a lot of people love to cross on the right side of T-Con, so if you do find yourself here and maybe you get stuck, you can literally just peek out of this box right here and just shift walk a smoke aiming right above this guy's face, and you're going to see that it's going to throw a smoke like this. Now obviously you can throw the smoke a little bit harder so it goes a little bit farther, so it's going to pretty much cover all of this right here, but this will give you a lot of space to just jump out and do whatever you need to do. You can lurk up behind this smoke, you can even throw a flash through it if you want to get aggressive towards here. There's a lot of cool options that you can use this smoke, but you can also set up your team behind this smoke as well. If you do throw this smoke, you guys can get on here, you can boost over to see if anyone's on bomb train, you can throw mollies, or you can start throwing your left and right side bomb smokes. The best way to take ladder in this new meta of CS2 is very simple. Since a lot of CTs are going to be trying to block out ladder, or they're going to be playing angles with an op at the entrance, or maybe along this wall right here, the first thing that you want to do is when you come down these steps is literally just throw a smoke. You're going to block all of their vision, and you're going to see why. Because once their vision is blocked, they obviously won't be able to see anything behind the smoke. And then once the smoke's up, and then you just want to molly behind the smoke. And then once the molly is up, you can just nade the smoke like this, and you're going to be able to see if anyone is inside a ladder, and then you have ladder. Now, while I show you a few insane smokes you can use to take space on the T side, let me tell you about today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a CS2 skins trading site marketplace that provides an instant way to get new skins. My favorite thing about SkinsMonkey is that I can trade skins that I no longer want and trade up for a skin at equal value. If you use code LouisCS2, you can get a $5 bonus on your first trade, and if you want to buy skins, you can get a 30% deposit bonus plus a 5% extra bonus using my code. My link is down in the description. Now, if you ever find yourself stuck in ladder room, or maybe you want to execute the site from inside a ladder, so it's important to learn this smoke right here, which is aiming at this steel pillar right here at this line and just left clicking this smoke. This is going to give you a nice way to get out of ladder and just to create some pressure. As you can see, if I was a CT, this smoke is very scary because you can walk through the smoke, you can boost over the smoke, you can get to E-box. There's so many things that you can do with this smoke. You can even just sit here and nade it if you wanted to, just to see if you can get any free kills or catch any CT trying to rotate out onto site. But most importantly behind this smoke, especially if you are solo queuing, is that you can throw nades from behind here as well. By mollying the mid doorway right here, you can molly back bomb train as well. There's so many things that you can do just because of this little smoke, but most importantly, you can literally just throw this smoke and just walk away with this sort of pressure. This smoke's going in the air, you tell your teammates, hey guys, let's start going B, and then the CTs will have no idea what is actually going on. Now, if your teammates are in ladder and you need to help them out, you can actually smoke the mid window or the connector, whatever you want to call it, in upper brown hall. So if your teammates are kind of lost and sitting in ladder and you need to give them direction, this smoke is going to help you win the round, especially if you are solo queue. Now, in order to throw this smoke, you want to go down on the third step right on the edge. You're going to look for these bars right here, and you're going to aim at this left side of the crane, this little bar on the crane right here, and just a left click throw. This is going to land in the little mid window, and it's going to help your teammates get out of ladder very comfortably. You're going to see it's going to bloom and smoke right there, and after the smoke hits, you can even throw some flashes above if you need to, so then your teammates in ladder can just go out feeling very confident knowing that this section of the map is smoked. Now that you can take A solo, let's cover B. Now, if you like to default towards brown halls, it's important to learn this flash here that's going to blind any CTs trying to aggress up the ramp or anyone that is just jiggling out with their nades. So when you're running through brown hall, you want to right click a flash aiming in this area when you're passing this outlet right here. So it's going to look something like this, where this flash is just going to land right in front of the ramp. So any CTs that are trying to come up the ramp, or maybe if they're trying to come close at an off angle, or maybe they're throwing that aggressive smoke that I showed earlier, this flash will counter them and it will instantly blind them, and it also gives you a couple free kills. So if you want to get aggressive towards ramp, or maybe you want to flash your team out, there's actually a really cool wall flash that you can throw, where it's going to land right behind this pillar and not blind any of your teammates running down the ramp. Now, in order to throw this flash, you just want to come up on this pillar right here. You want to aim at this brown dot on the wall, as you can see on my crosshair. You're just going to left click this flash, and then you can just run down and not worry about being blinded. Now, this flash does pop out on this side, so anyone that is trying to, hold the ramp like this, or maybe they're playing close like this, either on the train, anywhere looking towards ramp, this flash will guarantee that it will blind them. So no matter where they are, even if they're playing this angle up here, this flash will align them, and you're going to have a lot of free kills and a lot of free space. Now, you can also throw the same ramp pop flash with the Z smoke as well. So if I just get on the corner of this right here, as you can see, if I aim below this black dot, I'm also going to be able to throw this flash. But most importantly is I can also throw the smoke for my teammates to go out and block vision from the CTs. So I can just throw the smoke, I can throw the flash, and just start to run down ramp and take any early fights that I need. Another cool play that you guys can do towards the upper brown holes is throwing the lurk smoke. Now, in order to throw this lurk smoke, I'm going to use an op so you guys can see where I'm aiming. But you just want to get into this corner right here and aim at this brown dot on the wall. If you aim here and just left click throw, it's going to throw the lurk smoke like it was in CSGO. But what's really cool about this smoke, depending on where the CT is playing, you can actually get a lot of space. If he's playing retake back towards the back lanes, you can just walk through this smoke and pretty much clear sight all by yourself. Or you can come over to the left side and just with a flash, you can jump out and just pop the sight with the CTs not knowing what's going on. So this is definitely a smoke that you could abuse and make a lot of good plays from. Now, if you did want to flash through the smoke, it's important to literally just throw a flash by right clicking, or you could just throw it off the wall like this and just run through to this side and then take all the space that you need to win your team the round. You were going to top frag T side every time with those plays, but now here are some CT plays for you to dominate your lobbies. So when you're coming out of spawn and you want to take ladder or maybe aggressive T-con, there's actually a really cool play that you can do. Right out of T-con, you just want to throw flashes off of this train right here. It's going to blind anyone trying to come out of T-con. And since you're banking these flashes off this train, if you guys watched my how to use flashbangs video, you know that these flashes are wall flashes, which means that you can peek with them and you can get close to T-con pretty easily and pretty freely. Then if you want to, you can start using your Molotov and peek in, or maybe you just want to smoke off T-con and just play the round out. If you ever find that your teammates while you're solo queuing don't know how to hold the A site and they're just letting T's just constantly run out of T-con, there's actually a very OP angle that you can hold with any gun that you want. And the angle is literally just getting on this ledge right here and just pretty much tucking behind this little generator on the bomb train and just holding this right here. When T's run out of T-con, they're not going to run straight down this way because this is a very hard line for the T's to take fights. Since there is angles pretty much just right here and the CTs can run behind this red train, they're going to be forced to run and swing this way. And this is where they will feel most comfortable. But also when they are doing this, a lot of T's will be throwing flashes over yard. And this spot is very, very good to just be hidden from the flashes where they won't even affect you. Towards Ivy, if you want to get aggressive, there's actually a really cool pop flash that you can throw while you're on the run. Now, this flash is very important because it's going to blind anyone running towards Ivy. So you can get a lot of free kills using this flash. And all you want to do is run up towards Ivy, hold right click, and when you pass this lamp, you want to let go of the flash. So if I do it in full motion like this, I'm looking straight up, the flash is in the air, and now I'm peeking with this flash. So just because you're solo queue doesn't mean you're the person that needs to get all the kills and make all the solo plays. You actually need to be able to set your own teammates up. And if you are playing on the CT side of train, there's a very high chance that one of your teammates is going to be running up into this area a lot, and he's not going to know what to do. Now, if you do identify this, there's actually a flash that you can throw for him that is going to help him a lot. Now, if you do see your teammate up in this direction, you need to be able to flash inside a T-con for him. And in order to do that is you just want to come up on this grate right here. You want to aim at the third window at the very top like this and just left click this flash. This is going to blind anyone inside a T-con that is trying to find any kills towards any of the angles. If you're having trouble holding ladder, there's actually a really cool one-way smoke that you can throw out of spawn. So coming out of Z, you want to line yourself in between these bolts right here, and you just want to aim at the tip of this house. I'll zoom in with the op so you guys can see it. And right here at the tip of this roof, I'm going to left click throw this smoke. Now, this smoke is really good because you can also play in ladder if the T's decide to run out T-con, but you're going to going to see if I have an M4 right here, this smoke is going to fade in and out in front of me. Now I can either play behind the smoke and gamble that it's going to bloom out like this right here, or I can just sit here in the smoke, wait for anyone to peek me. I can kill them and just run away for free. Taking ladder control is very important on the CT side of train, so it's good to know how to take it as a solo queue player. And how to do this is when you're running out of Z, you want to aim at the right side of this window for your Molotov, and this Molotov for T-Con is going to pretty much land outside of T-Con, just so no one can run out and just kill you on the cross, because there's not that much space anymore. So a Molotov that lands right about here is going to be very efficient. And now let's go over to B. So since most of the time when you are on B site, you are a solo player, so if you are solo queuing, it's actually very good that you do play the B site. So it's very important to know how to play it as a solo queue player and as a solo person on the site. Now, one of the best ways to do it is by literally just coming close ramp at the start of the round and just listening and jiggling with nades. This is very, very good. And then once you see or hear anything, you can just put your molly down and run away. And that's when you would kind of fall more towards the back lanes. Either you like to play behind bomb train so you can see upper, or maybe you want to crouch and play this angle and try to kill anyone since you can see their feet first right here. But if you don't like to play aggressive like that, you can also play all the way back here on this ladder. This became popular when Rops was playing for Mouse Sports. He would play back here and just go up and down on the ladder like this, so he could see ramp and he could see upper as well. And then once he got some sort of contact, he would literally just fall and hide. But since there's no more middle terrain right here like there was in CSGO, this position is a lot harder to play because you can't swing here and use nades if you need to. So if you are somewhat of an aggressive player, or maybe you're a little bit kill hungry, if you do see them start to execute the site, you can literally just drop and hold this angle with really any gun that you want. Now, something else that you can do in CS2 that you used to be able to do in CSGO is throwing the one-way ramp smoke. So when you are running out of spawn, you can just throw this smoke at this board and just slowly walk up the ramp and let this smoke hit. Once the smoke hits, you can just walk behind the smoke. You can play these angles by just sitting behind the smoke. You obviously have to be careful if they are going to nade it, but then you can jump up on this box and try to fight any of these angles here. Now, if you want to take brown halls very, very quickly out of spawn, there's a really cool flash that people will throw in CSGO that you can also throw in CS2. So when you are running towards the ramp out of spawn, you can literally just throw a flash off this board, just run up and swing. This will blind anyone trying to run through this corridor, and when they're either falling or maybe just in this little space, this flash will pop and you'll be able to swing with this flash and get any kills that you need to get. Now, if you're someone that likes to play towards upper, there's actually a really sick flash that you can throw. If you just sit on this wood at the start of the round, either playing this angle and just really trying to listen to hear if there's any noise going on in brown hall, you can just bank a flash off of this and it's going to blind anyone that is creeping up or peeking towards these halls right here. And you can see as the flash lands, they're not really going to be able to see it. So if you do time it right and you can get them in this area here, they might hear the flash, but they won't know what that grenade actually is. And then they're going to see the flash. They won't have time to turn and you're going to get a free kill. That is all the solo plays I have for you today. And if you like these solo plays, you will love these solo plays for Dust 2. So click the video on the screen now.